whether you are a public, whether you are a public organization or you're a private organization, is important that you get to have it's important that you get to have it's important that you get to have a LinkedIn account with others. You have to communicate with the public. All right. So this is not a social media marketing class or social media campaign class, but it is important that you get to have you get to have, okay. Your staff. That's harmonizing people within your organization. You can have a group where all of you can and have a professional or professional organization to class. The section now is live on YouTube, so you can, in case you have any challenge, you can use the LinkedIn group to join. All right. If you go to link file, this is really what we see. You go to your file, you see where my cursor is, my picture. On the top right corner, more profile picture where you see, okay, and then you click on it. Come down with where it says job post. The job post. You can just stay in class, use one device to watch. You can watch from your phone and then pay a tab to your system. Okay. Now this what we're going to do for the purpose of recruitment and selection, not just recruitment and selection, selecting the best talent. LinkedIn is known as the social media platform all over the world. All over the world. So if you want to do things that are professional, you're looking for professionals, you want them from your country, side of your country, you can get them all from LinkedIn. And that will be a function of your how you manage your ATS, your applicant tracking system, and all of that. Okay. All right. I hope we're together. Please kindly confirm. If you can hear me loud and clear, please kindly confirm one in the chat. You can hear me loud, please confirm and 3 witnesses. That means there is something happening that we need to. Okay, so if you can hear me loud and clear now. Okay, it's cracking. All right, so it is cracking. It is cracking. I can just fix whatever it is. Okay. Just a moment. Okay, so is it better now? Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me loud and clear now? I've had to change the service. If you can hear me loud and clear now, please just type 1 in the chat room. But if there is still fluctuations, please let me know. All right, it's called Agile Performance Management. So we're getting instant feedback on the performance of the systems and the performance of the people working and everything. So what we are doing now is more of what technology has done to help us ensure that our performance management system is agile in nature. All right, so we are getting instant feedback. We don't need to wait till the end of the class before we ask, did you hear me or did not hear me? Did you enjoy the class or did you not enjoy the class? So this is a perfect example of your real-time performance metrics for something as this. And of course, these same scenarios, these same systems can be built for any organization if they wish to have. Okay, so let's get back to class. So one more time, confirm that you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, please type 22 in the chat room. You can see my screen. Please type 22 in the chat room. You can see my screen. Please type 22 in the chat room. Okay. I wanted to take just a short time to show us how this works, and then we move on to another one where we'll look at building performance management system using GenAI. Okay. All right. So let's move on very quickly. So this is more like a walk. You can walk through this by yourself. So get to the profile on the section you see me, the top right corner. Click on the drop down there. Go to job posting account. Okay. When you go to job posting account, it will open you up to another tab. Okay. And then when it opens you up to the tab, you will get to have the opportunity to see what kind of job you will post. So here you will see post new job or post a job for free. So they are not charging you to use this platform to recruit, but it's just for you will get to use it for a particular range. And if you want to use it for large commercial purposes, then you may have to start paying. Now, there you will see some of the applications or job offers that have been created. Have tried to use in time past. Okay, so you have internship, creative marketing and media, and all of that. If you go to just trying to, so the network seems to be wonderful today, but no matter what, it's going to be a great class. Okay, let's just give the network. Okay, so there on my jobs, you see the jobs that have been handled already. Okay, you see the jobs that have been handled already. Okay, you have training manager, human resource specialist. These ones are ones that have been handled already. People have applied, people have been shortlisted, and they've done their interviews and the likes. If you go back to the posted jobs, if you click on closed, that's for me that already have the ones that have been done. Now look at this, you will see program and business development manager, which has been done. So we had 49 applicants. You have head IT and e-commerce. This was a recruitment we did for a bank, a microfinance bank, about 11 months ago. The application received 50 applicants. You have business development executive, 50 applicants. Business development partner, 15 applicants. Now, what this does is, if I open one of these, if I try opening one of these, you will see exactly how this works. Okay, and I'm just showing what has been done so that when we get to what needs to be done, we understand how it works. And remember, I've been saying over and over again, even if your organization at the moment does not, you might not be able to use this in your organization at the moment. Maybe for those of us in the public sector that you're not the one responsible for the recruitment, but you can still use this in your HR consulting engagement. You can translate these skills, translate these certifications into HR consulting. Okay, you can translate it into HR consulting. All right, the network is a bit slow. Okay, it's just rolling. But I'm sure from the screen you can see the different applications, the different jobs that have been posted and the different applications that have been received. I just want to show us just a moment. All right. So if you look at what we have here, I needed to pay attention to this. Look at what we have here. Here you see job description with the job title, the location, the application deadline, the interview date, about the role, key responsibilities. If you go down, you see requirements, and then to apply, you send your CV to Dix. However, while you're sending your CV to Dix, you will notice that right here on the platform, you'll be able to receive applications too. So here we received 49 applications and about 153 people viewed this. So 153 people viewed it. Out of the 153, 49 of them applied. And if you go up, you will see view applicants. You will see view applicant. So if I click on view applicant, I will be able to see all the people that applied for this job. And then right on the view applicant, I will begin to see some other HR data, okay, that this particular ATS, the LinkedIn ATS, had been able to help me with, okay? Just a moment, let it come up. It's quite wonderful. Okay, so if I get to view applicants, let me go back to view applicants. Okay, please kindly confirm that you can still hear me. If you can hear me loud and clear, please kindly confirm by typing 11. Yes, the network will be poor, but will be good. If you can hear me loud and clear, please kindly confirm. You can hear me loud and clear. Kindly just type 11 in the chat room. Just type 1. All right, thank you so much. All right, Ruth Akinde, good to see you in class. Welcome back. All right, so we now look at the 49 applicants. Now look at where this is where the ATS does the wonders. So here you can sort people that have applied by date. You can sort by rating, and the rating has to do with maybe unrated. Now look at good fit, maybe or not a fit. So if I want all of this, I will have my ATS do this rating for me right from the time of application. Okay, so if I wanted to just leave people who are good fit, okay, so that means even if I receive 5,000 applications, it will only allow me to, I will be able to have access to those who are good fit for the job. If I wanted to rate everybody, okay, so I will highlight everybody and I will show the results. So there it allows us to have rating. So it even helps you with right from your application, you know who you could call for interview, not just everybody. Now here also you can track this by location. So who is applying from Nigeria, from outside of Nigeria, from Abuja, from outside of Abuja? You can track all of this based on your setup during your application or during your job posting. And then you can also track based on years of experience. So if you have put that everybody in this class should have at least, or everybody that should be applying, the most qualified or good fit for the job should have 2 years work experience, should be the best fit. So it is going to pick the people with 2 years work experience and then present them to you as good fit. Okay, then if you want to also have your tracking based on skills, you can also do that. If you want to do that based on certifications, you can as well go ahead and do that. Now look at the applicants that we have there. You have the 49 applicants listed by the site. Okay, so I have 49 applicants listed by the site, and each of them, okay, so now you see, if you check each person, if I click on each person, I will be able to know what this person is all about. Right from the applications, I will have information about them, and then LinkedIn automatically will send me their resume. Okay, LinkedIn will give me their resume, so I can read through their resume, compare their resume with what they are saying on their profiles and all of that. Okay, then I will decide if this person is going to be a best fit or not. Okay, so this provides us with a simple way of recruiting people using the LinkedIn ATS. 49. If I want to have, if I go to my rating and I say I just want people who are good fit for this job, and I ask you to show me the result, so it's telling me that out of the 49, no one is a good fit. All right, so I may say, okay, since I don't have a good fit, what if maybe one that could be close to what we are looking for? Okay, so now it has brought eight persons, 8 results that could be close to working as a program and business development manager based on the things we have provided, the skills, the certification, the experiences, those things you have written down in your job specification and your job description. So now it gave us 8 people. All right, so it is now your responsibility to go ahead and communicate with the people the best way you want to. If you want to download a copy of their profiles in PDF, you can go ahead, download. If you want LinkedIn to do that for you, LinkedIn will scan. Okay, so you see here, for example, you say scanning resume for viruses, please refresh page now. So if you want it to scan and give you feedback, you are just on the best track of what you're doing. And then at the end of the day, you can communicate them directly, okay, directly through a message, and then invite them for an interview, either virtually or physically. All right, and then you can as well schedule an interview through LinkedIn, through the LinkedIn conference tool. Okay, so you can schedule a meeting and then have a video conference with them, and then after that, for the ones you think they are qualified, then you can invite them over to physical meeting. That's if it's going to be a physical job. All right, okay, this is beautiful. Did you get what I just showed us here in a moment before we go on to now trying to work it out ourselves? Did you get what I'm trying to explain on the LinkedIn ATS system? Do you get what I'm trying to show? If you got what I'm trying to show, just type 22 in the chat room. If you are not yet getting it, just type 00. Don't get it. Okay, somebody said I should come again. Okay, I remember one experience I had during my university days. I was doing a course on genetic engineering, and this prof has taught us for almost 2 hours. After I finished teaching, he now asked, does anybody understand? All of us were just looking at him. He said, it's okay, so if you have a question, let me know. One of my colleagues then, one of my classmates lifted up his hand. He said, hey, what's the question? I said, Prof, please come again. The prof said, I don't understand. He said, Prof, just throw more light. Throw more light on this genetic engineering. And then Prof looked at the class rep. He said, class rep, can you put on the light so that we'll have more light? Okay, so let's see let's see if we'll say, go straight to show you how the tool works. I try to show by go to the top right corner where you see your small picture, your small profile picture, and me. Click on the icon, and then click on job posting account. If you don't have, if your job posting account is not enabled by default, when you click on it, all you need to do is to log in again, and then you continue. All right. Now, when you click on job posting account, it will bring you to this place where you have your job posting account. Now, right in your job posting account, you have the opportunity to post jobs and then to track applications. Okay, you track applications based on the people who have applied for your job. And it is important. So this is where you get to. It is important to know that with this, you can easily post, track, screen people who are qualified or considered best fit for your job. Now, if you are on this page where you can post, you see post a free job, you can see that on your screen. If you're already on with your system, if you can see this, please can you type 55 in the chat room? Let me know how many people are following me on this call. If you can see this post a free job, you are already signed and you can see that. Just type 55. All right, thank you so much for those who are on. Now, for those who are not yet on, please feel free to rewatch this video when you are ready to try it out on your own. All right. Okay, so when you get to post a free job, so post a free job, click on it, and let's try to create a job. All right, let's try to create a job. So I'm going to be doing a combination of using the GenAI and using this ATS to be able to do my work. So the first question is, what is the job title? All right, what is the job title? So my job title, maybe we want to recruit. Who should we recruit? Who should we recruit? Can anybody give us a suggestion? Do you need anybody in your organization right now? Do you need any job role in your organization that we can use as an example? Who should we recruit? Just type something in the chat room. Okay, those on YouTube as well, please feel free, if you have someone you want us to recruit, please just type it, let's know. Okay, a job role you want us to recruit. And please, for those of us on LinkedIn, please on YouTube, make sure you like the video and subscribe if you've not done so. All right, so I'm having a secretary, planning officer, admin officer, social media manager, a secretary, planning officer, tourism officers, of social media marketers. Okay, so we are going to share it. So I'm going to take the first one, which is an administrative officer. And for those of us that have, you have your system, please just choose any of these other rules and work on it alongside with me. Okay, work on it alongside with me. If you have any challenge, please let me know. Okay, so I'm going to pick the first one, which is a HR/admin officer. So I'm going to work on HR/admin officer. Please, what's the name of the organization? Mr. or Mrs. Hawa Sogiji. Please, what's the name of the organization? Can you type the name of the organization? The organization we are recruiting for. If you can type that fast, I would really appreciate it, because it will help us to know how to build the job design and do the job description and the job specification. Okay, so Gigi, can you still hear me? Okay, Aircon. What is Aircon? Is it Environmental Health Council of Nigeria? What's the full meaning of Aircon? Is it is it environment and health or environmental health? So let's assume it's Environment and Health Council of Nigeria. And Health Council of Nigeria. So this is, we are recruiting a HR/admin officer for Environment and Health Council of Nigeria. Please, I'm not too sure if that's the right whether that's the full meaning. Okay, environment, is it environment and health or environmental health, or I just need to be sure of the right one. So let's assume that this is the person we are recruiting for. Now let's go to, remember our Gen AI. So let's go and welcome Gen AI. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to go to ChatGPT, and I'm going to use ChatGPT to create the job description and job specification. I'm just going to give ChatGPT a simple prompt. I'm going to give ChatGPT a simple prompt. So I'm on ChatGPT. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT that I want to I want a job design and job specification for this role. Okay, so I am using the LinkedIn ATS. I'm using LinkedIn ATS for recruitment, or I'm using LinkedIn for recruitment. On this, or for this. Okay. So I will ask you to craft the advert, craft the job posting. So I am using LinkedIn recruitment for HR/admin officer for Environment and Health Council of Nigeria. So I'm asking it to craft the job posting offer, Okay, so it's going to do this for me, and all I need to do is to copy it and paste it when need be. Do you know how we got here? Okay, Environmental Health Council of Nigeria. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Environmental Health Council of Nigeria. Thank you so much. Do you know how we got to ChatGPT? Okay, my network tends to be fluctuating, but I will make sure I keep on top with everyone. Okay, so I'm asking ChatGPT to, can you hear me now? My network is a bit fluctuating, so I have to pause for the network to come back. So please kindly confirm that you can hear me. If you can hear me loud and clear, kindly type 1 in the chat room. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Zubairu. Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm using ChatGPT to craft the job posting, so to make it easier and fast track it. So I've asked ChatGPT to craft this for me, and it's going to do that in a few seconds. Okay, so now it has covered the HR and admin officer. Okay, so it's giving me about the job, a position overview, key responsibilities, administrative responsibilities, requirements and qualifications, competencies required, how to apply. So join us to be part of this if you want it to create. Okay, so all I need to do, remember that no matter what you do with AI, you must always read through, you must always verify the information is giving you. So I'm going to, I just feel what it has given me is good enough. So I'm going to copy this row, because that's what I am recruiting for. And I'm going to go back to my ATS. Okay, I'm going to go back to my ATS. Yes, Ruth, your hand is up. Ruth. So Ruth, let me give you the privilege to hear your voice. All right, Ruth, please, you can unmute if you need to give a voice. Let's do that. Ruth, can you hear me? All right, thank you, Ruth. All right, so I've listed there that I'm going for a HR admin officer, and all I need to do is continue. So here I have the job description. Now, by default, the tool itself, the LinkedIn has also an AI tool that can craft a job description for you. All right, but I will use the ChatGPT because it will be more comprehensive for me. So I'm going to copy everything that I have in ChatGPT. I'm going to copy all. Okay, I'm going to copy all of it and I'm going to paste it. I'm just going to paste it. I'm going to paste it here. I've copied ChatGPT and I'm going to paste it right inside this job offers. So everything that I need to know, or everything the person needs to know about this job is available here. So this job is for HR and admin officer for Environmental Health Council of Nigeria. So I have about this council. Now, whether it is correct or not, I may not know because I'm not working in the organization. We are just using this for practical purposes only. But please ensure that anytime you need to do this, you read through over and over again and make sure that you have everything in good shape. All right. Okay. So now, if we were to recruit, if we're the ones recruiting for this position, we definitely get to have all this information from the council. Okay. So maybe this should be sent to info@ehcon.gov.ng. I don't know whether it's correct or not, but I'm just assuming. Okay, and then your application should have admin officer this. All right. Okay. So I'm done with the job description in a moment. Do I have any question before I proceed? Okay, so Nick, do you have a question? If you have a question, just type 11 in the chat room. Okay, please, could you please explain how you got to ChatGPT? Okay, so how I got to ChatGPT is that I went to the web browser, I opened a new page, and I typed chatgpt.com. Okay, chatgpt.com. Okay, and then I'm able to use it. Just put a query on it. Okay, and this is my query. So you could see my query. My query was simple, or my prompt was simple. I said, I am using ChatGPT. Sorry, I'm using LinkedIn for this. And I asked it to craft the job posting offer for me. And it went on to craft all of this. And then I had to copy, ensuring that it's in alignment with what I need to have on the job itself. Okay, and then I copied and posted it on the LinkedIn. Okay, I copied and I posted it here. All right. So if I'm done with this aspect, which is a very crucial aspect of this that we're doing, then I move on to continue. Okay, so if I continue, it will bring another page. So let's give it a moment to load. All right, so here, now this is where you'll begin to make you begin to set your application the way you want it to be. How do you want the system to help you make the automations and all of that? So job screening, if you have to ask questions. If you want to add questions to what you are doing, you can add questions. Example, job screening. Have you completed the following levels of education, bachelor's degree? So I can click on it. I can edit this question. If I want to find question about the person's educational qualification, professional certifications, and all of that, all I need to do is click on that particular screening question, and then I will add as many questions as I want to. So if I want to have expertise with skills, I will have to add it. Okay, and I want to have industry experience. Okay, anything I want. And if the questions I want to ask are not here, then I can come to custom question. I will click on custom question, and then I will ask. Okay, I will ask the question that I want to ask. Okay, maybe I want to ask the question of disability, ability and disability. Okay, are you disabled or are you enabled? I can ask that question. But this particular field is majorly for qualifications. So I'm going to leave it at that. So if I want to add professional qualifications and skills, I can go ahead. Now, one thing you will see is when you type the qualification that you want, which is in this case a degree or HND or whatever you, and then the ideal answer is yes. That means it is a must-have for this. What this means is if we tick this must-have, if the person who is filling this does not have this qualification when he's applying, automatically the system will read him or her as unfit or not fit for the job. Okay, and if I'm done with this, I will click OK. And then if there are other questions I need to add, maybe professional qualifications, industry experiences, skills. For instance, in this particular, let's add skills, for example. Where is skills? Skills, yeah. Expertise with skills. So I want us to quickly write out what are the skills we think this person will need. I want quickly, just give me like 5 so that I will just put it here. 5 skills that this person will need. The person that is going to be working as a HR admin officer, can you please write just one? I get 5, then I fill it up. Let's do that very fast. Skill number 1. Where are my HR officers? You are the one recruiting this person. What are the skills you need from him? Skill number 1. Skill number 1. Okay, academic skills. Okay, so exactly when you say academic skills, what do you mean? Microsoft efficiency. So Microsoft efficiency is too big. You have to break it down. Which of them do you need? Computer skill is too generic. Microsoft skills is too generic. Communication skills is too generic. Let's be specific. So if you say communication skills, what skills do you really need in the communication? Is it oral? Is it written? Is it digital communication skills? And you need to be specific on it. Okay, so I think I will go with this interpersonal skills. Okay, so let me go with interpersonal skills. Please, I need more. I need more. Let's do that first. So we have need of interpersonal skills. And I will select that. So just one is enough. So is it a must-have? For HR, obviously, it's a must-have. And then I will add more skills. Let me go back and check for the skills. Ability to pay attention to details. Okay, critical thinking. Okay, Microsoft exploration skills. That's too generic. Can we call Microsoft Word? Thank you. ICT skills is too generic. Okay. I know we've not discussed competency framework, but I know when we come to level 2, we will deal with competency framework. So you will be able to know how to definitely, with good prescription, describe job specifications. Critical thinking. Okay, so I will take critical thinking. Okay. So that's still part of the skills. Okay, so critical thinking and is a must-have. Okay, Microsoft Word. Now, when you type here, you will see that the skills that the system already has skills that you need. All you need to do is to know exactly the skills. So, for example, if I want to add more skills, okay, so it's only allowing me to include just three skills at a time, and then I can use other information to proceed. Okay, so all of these are possibilities of questions you could add. Okay, questions you could add. So my next question would be, maybe the person need to have a professional HR certification, and the answer is yes or no, and my preferred is yes. So that might not be a completely must have. If he has it, good. If he doesn't have it, right. So I've done for education and skills. The next thing I want to add is rejection. If I want to reject people who are not qualified, I will enable rejection. So what this means is, if somebody applies and the person does not meet any of the fields, there will be a message sent to him. Thank you for your interest in HR administrative at. Okay, I will put the institution's name, Econ Abuja. And unfortunately, you did not meet up. Okay, unfortunately you did not meet up, so there is no need of moving forward. So this system does this for you automatically. Okay, does this for you automatically. And then there are other information you need to add. If you want to manage applicants on LinkedIn, yes, you can manage applicants on LinkedIn. And if there's any other thing you want to do there, you can go ahead and do all of that. So I think a skill is missing here. So let's add this person. We need knowledge of Microsoft Excel. Okay, it might not definitely be a must-have, but if she has it, that would be a good one. And if I'm done, I will go to next. Okay, I'll go to next. He said to continue, let's confirm you still work with the integrated use of professional management. Okay, so they are going to send a verification code to our email, which we are going to verify. So each and every one of us, that's what I'm saying. Before you start using this, make sure your organization is verified on LinkedIn. You have a profile on LinkedIn and you are verified, and then you can use it. And as you can see, it is seamless. Okay, it is seamless to use, and there is no much stress to it. Okay, so let me find the code that they sent to us. Let me find the code. So here is the code 469976. Okay, then I confirm. Okay, so you also have the possibility, if you want to promote the job and get more people to apply, you are at liberty to pay for it and promote it, but I'm not going to pay for it. So here you see post without promoting. Okay, you see there right at the foot there, post without promoting. So I'm going to just post without promoting. Okay, so I'm going to post without promoting. All right. So they want to market to me by all means, but I am not buying into it. I'm not doing a paid advert or a paid promotion. So I'm just going to skip and just say no thanks. Okay, I'm just going to click on no thanks. So it's going to post my job. So now the job is posted. We have admin officer for the institution. So this is one thing I'm going to do now. How do you get this across to people? By default, LinkedIn shares this to people who are on LinkedIn. But let's assume I come across this job and I want to share it to people. I can as well come and I can share it with people who will need to, who I think may be qualified for the job. Okay, so here you see that it is active. Okay, it is now active. Okay, it is now active. So I have If I go to that 3 dots there, I have the opportunity to copy the link. And if I copy the link and post it anywhere, okay, so anybody now, please note that this is just for learning purposes. We are going to delete it afterwards so that people don't start applying for it. So now you can view what we have done. Every one of us can just click and view what we have done. Okay. So you can view what we have done. Now, when this becomes live, if anybody now applies, I will be able to see, or all of us that have access to the portal will be able to see the number of applications. So there you can see view applicant. So I can see the number of applications per time, and from there we can now see if these people are qualified, if they are not qualified. So you are missing out on the qualified ones. Nobody has applied yet, okay? And I can invite people to apply by clicking on invite, and then I will send the message to them. If I see people that I feel they are qualified, I can send the message to them. All right. Okay. Now, assuming we are done with this, you will be able to see the outcome of this. Okay. So how will I do this? I'm going to go back to the initial portal where I was trying to show us earlier. Okay. So, sorry, I mistakenly signed out. Let me get back in. Sorry, I mistakenly signed out. So back. So if I click on my link on my profile, and then I go to job posting account. Now, I'm going to show you once again the example of people who have, the example of the ones that have been completed, and then it will help us understand now what we are doing. So right there, you will see on our job portal, we have this job opening. The applicant is 0. Okay, and let's get to the job postings that are closed, the ones that have already closed. So there you see those examples that I was trying to show us earlier. All these ones have been closed, and then you will get to see the number of people that applied, their qualifications, the ones that are best fit, and all of that. Okay, so if I clicked on the head of IT and e-business as a case, if I click on view applicant, I'll be able to see all the people that applied, and then from here I can begin to now sort. Out of these 50 that applied, is considering that 41 are unrated, 41 possibly of good fit, and 41 are possibly maybe. All right, now let's remove unrated and search for good fit. Okay, so I just want to search for good fit. Okay, so there is no good fit. Wow. Let's search for maybe, possibly, there will be a good fit. The ones that are closest. Yet, there is no closest. Okay, so out of 50, there's a possibility that, okay, we have 41 that are rated, and we have, the system is saying that from the specification that were earlier mentioned or set, there are no good fits and there are no maybe. So what it simply means is just keep advertising. Maybe you get someone, or you get people that you need someday. You remember yesterday I said recruitment is not as easy as it sounds. Just imagine 50 people applied for this job, and yet out of the 50, based on the job description and the job specification, the system is saying none of them is qualified as good fit. If you go to your rating and choose good fit, you say none of them is qualified. So 50 people just applied, but there is no good fit. And when that's okay, even if there is no good fit, let's see if there may be someone that is closer to what we need. It still say there is no one that is close. Okay, but now let's say not fit, or maybe unrated. That's neither, we don't know exactly what they are. Okay, and it's giving us 41 that are unrated based on their CV. It cannot say they are good fit, it cannot say they are not good fit. So you may have to sit down and start looking at them one after the other. So where the system does not really see them as good fit, or it can't rate them specifically, then you will be the one to come down and do the rating yourself. So probably what you want to do is to read the person's profile in a moment. So here you can see this person's profile. It said the best ideas come from the bad guys. Then you learn how to protect it. A hacker and a security researcher, I'm still learning new ways of hacking and protecting your organization. And the person is from Nigeria. So if this look like somebody you may want to consider, then you go down to look at his resume. So there you see his resume. Okay, and you just click. You can download the resume and then view the resume. Okay, you can view the resume. Just download and view. If this person looks like somebody you may want to consider, all you need to do is to come to this rating, then you rate as based on what you now see. You are now doing it manually. Rate as maybe, just rate as maybe. Okay, rate as maybe. From his profile statement, you should be able to know whether the person is somewhat going to be a good fit. Okay, and then you go to the next person. The rating is not well defined. You may say maybe, since this person is okay, so we are looking for a head of IT, and this person is an analyst, finance, strategy, and public. So this person might not be exactly what we are looking for. Okay. Then I have global technology services. This person doesn't have any profile at all, so I will just leave him as not fit. Okay, maybe. Okay, so also he doesn't have a resume, so I don't need to bother my head about that one. And then I go to Gwenga Ogumuyi. Gwenga is a digital transformation manager, and that's all that Gwenga can do. Gwenga is a conversion rate optimization. Gwenga deals with conversion rate optimization, marketing technology strategist, which is not what we are looking for. So from Gwenga's profile, he has digital transformation, marketing expert, digital. So, but what we need is a head of IT that may have some knowledge with some IT tools. So Gwenga is not our best fit, so I will leave Gwenga as unfit. I go to Chinedu Nweze as another one. Chinedu Nweze doesn't have really much information. Chinedu Nweze's resume is not available. Okay, but on the screening questions, Chinedu Nweze answered 8. He said, how many years work experience do you have? He has 8. How many years work experience do you have in digital marketing? He has 4. How many years experience, or what level of proficiency do you have in English? I say professional. If his CV was around, maybe I would have viewed his CV to know what I will tell him. But for now, I may just leave him as maybe, and then I will communicate with him through the message and tell him to send me his CV so that I can, if truly I want it. All right. Okay, so this is just an example of what you could do with the ATS, and then it will help you reduce load. It will help you reduce load. All right. Okay. Before we continue, questions, comments, answers. Yes, Mr. Shehu, your hand is up. Do you have a question? If you have a question, kindly type 1 in the chat room so that I know you have a question. If it's a mistake, you can break down your hand. But else, if you have a question, just type 1, and I'll mute you to give us a voice. Mr. Shehu. Mr. Shehu, do you have a question? Okay, so I think the hand has been brought down. Okay, thank you so much. Any question, any comments, any contribution? All right, so if you understood in the chat room, I want you to give me, I want you to rate your understanding of what I just explained, starting from 25% to 100%. So we have 25, 50%, 75%, 100%. So can you please rate your understanding of this tool from 25% to 100%? So I have 25, 50%, 75%, 100%. So if you think your understanding is 75%, just type 25 in the chat room. If you think your understanding is 75% or 50%, okay, so many people have 50%. 50% is a pass mark. Okay, so somebody has 75%. Wow. Somebody has 25%. My voice was challenging. Okay. No, we don't have 45%. We have 25, 50, 75, 100. So 25, 50, 75, 100. We don't have 45%. Okay, so with the power vested on me as the facilitator of this class, I pronounce that you have passed this course generously. Everybody passed. 50% is the pass mark. All right, so what this means is for you to have gotten 50% understanding in this first example, what this means is you can go back and then try it over and over again. So by the time you try it, you'll get 75%. And then by the time you start using it, you will get 100% and more. Please, can you all clap for yourself? Can we all clap for ourselves? I'm clapping for everybody. I'm celebrating everybody gloriously. I'm celebrating you. You are doing so well. Okay, 50% in just one engagement is amazing. Okay, so we don't have 70%. Is it that 25, 50, 75 or 100? We are working in with the 25% mark. So 25, 50, 75, 100. So for all the people, thank you. All right, so for the people that have 50%, can I get a question? Which area could be challenging? Which area? What can I explain now that will enhance, maybe move you to 75? Is that something I can do to move you to 75? Is that something I can do right now to move you to 75? Which area don't you get that much? Because 50 simply means you understand the basics, but maybe with a little explanation of here or there, you understand better. Okay, so what exactly? I'm going to unmute my microphone or unmute the microphone for anyone who will wish to give me a voice. Okay, just raise your hand and I will take the question very fast. The same thing applies to those on YouTube. In case you have any question, please. I'm on YouTube now. Okay, so somebody asked the question of how we got to ChatGPT, and I think I've explained that. Okay, I've explained that. Okay. Do I have any question? Any question? Okay, so no question. That's beautiful. So everything from the beginning. Sorry, I don't get that. Say, but let me. From Winnie, they said everything from the beginning, but I will watch again since it's recorded. Okay, so thank you so much, Winnie, for understanding, because to start from the beginning will be a great work. So I will appreciate that you watch the recorded section. Okay, so Gift said the rating part. All right, so let's get to the rating part. So the rating part is easy. This rating is by default made available on the portal. Okay, so you are not the one deciding the rating. The system automatically has the rating, and the rating is divided into 4: unrated, good fit, maybe, and not fit. Before we got to this point, during the time we were designing the job for posting, there was a place we were allowed to put in skills, put in the things that with the job specifications, the job descriptions, the skills, everything we needed. So those are the things that will determine how the system will rate the person. Now, if this person matches the skills that have been shortlisted, the system will mark the person as a good fit. If the person is close to the skills, the system will mark the person as maybe. If the person is off completely, the CV, the skills does not in any way match, the profile does not match, but he still chooses to apply, the system will mark the person not fit. Now, in a situation where the system might not be able to rate the person whether good fit or not fit, okay, or maybe you as a person, we have to go through the applications and then read through the resumes, okay, and then be able to say, okay, it is going to be good fit, not fit, or maybe. All right. So to be able to do those ones, you will click on each of the applicants that are not rated by default. So if you open, click on the person, the system, which you have the portal there, you have the discussion area there to give you information about the person, the dashboard to give you information about the person. So right there, if the person is not rated, you will see rate as here. So there you will see, if you click on rate as, based on what you've read from the person's profile, the question the person have answered, screening questions, the person's profile, okay. Okay, so you will be able to know what to rate this person as. So you can rate the person as good fit, maybe, or not fit. All right. Okay, so that's how simple the rating works. And then if you want to recruit from a particular location, you can also go to location, and maybe you want to recruit people from Abuja only. Okay, so let's see if we have Abuja. Okay, so our Federal Capital Territory. So I want to recruit people that reside only in Abuja. Okay, so I will check. So I have 13 applicants. Out of these 50, I have 13 from Abuja. So now let's assume I say somebody that might be maybe or good fit, all right, and this person is in Abuja. So I'm picking my competency framework now. So on the rating, I'm having the person might be good fit or maybe slight, okay, good to go. And then the person resides in Abuja because I don't want to relocate anybody. And then the years of experience, I want somebody maybe between 6 to 10 years experience. So we are going to see how it's going to sort that for us. Oh, unfortunately, nobody fits into this criteria from the 50 people. So let's check our rating again and say maybe let's try the unrated. Okay, so since we don't have this, let's try the unrated and see out of the unrated, if there is somebody that will be in Abuja, okay, as a location, and the person is going to have 6 to 10 years experience. Okay, so let's try to show. All right, so now we have 3 persons. So out of 50 applicants, we have 3 persons. We've not rated them, and then they live in Abuja and they have 6 to 10 years experience. So I can now look at these people instead of looking at the entire 50. I can just look at these people based on how I've been able to craft my framework, my competency framework for this offer. Okay, and that makes it easy for me. Does that mean that these 3 people now qualify? No, it doesn't. I still have to read through their profile. So we're recruiting for head IT and e-business. So I have Bobai Magaji, is COO at Pinnacle, operational specialist, digital marketing strategist, SDG champion, energy transition, net zero carbon, digital transformation. See his work experience. He has worked as chief operating officer, head of operations, customer acquisition, executive, independent sales consultant, administrative laboratory. So does this qualify him to work as the head of IT? I've not seen any IT role that he has played, and he wants to jump to becoming a head of IT. So that will not qualify him. Okay, how many years of work experience do you have in digital marketing? He just has only 2 years experience. And so the 8 years of experience is communication. Cumulatively, he has 10 years experience, but 2 years in digital marketing and then 8 years in communication. So this does not go well with me. I will not consider this person for the head of IT. So I will just rate him as not fit. Okay, and automatically, oh, if I click on reject, it will send this person mail. So I don't need to bother about doing this because this application has been done over 11 months ago. Okay, applied over a year ago. Then let's look at Ferdinand and see. Ferdinand is a modern workplace, Microsoft 365, AI, ISA to HubSpot, super admin, travel, prompt engineering. Okay, so let's see if he has any leadership skill in this area of IT. So he has served as communication and IT manager. He has served as functional consultant for Microsoft Dynamics or Microsoft Dynamics. He has served as IT officer. So this is possibly a maybe for us. So I'm going to put him as maybe. Okay, and I have Dovodang. So Dovodang is a PhD candidate and cybersecurity expert. Digital asset, digital information, I comment. Okay, so let me see if he has any IT skills. So from what I'm seeing here, he's a software engineer and data analyst, and that's 2017 to 2022. Okay, so I may consider him probably. However, in job experience, he has 5 years in digital marketing and 7 years in communication. Okay. 7 years, so cumulatively has about 12 years work experience. Okay, so I can as well consider him as maybe. So I can send these 2 people message and invite them for interview. And then the other person will be allowed to go and rest. Okay. Thank you. Sir, I'm not seeing what you are. I'm not seeing what you are. Thank you, gift. Hey. Okay, so I think I'm not getting that question. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Do I have any other question? Further questions? I want us to look at, now we have looked at ATS, applicant tracking system, using what do you call it, AI and LinkedIn ATS. So I want us to do something, we're going to do something differently. So we're going to try to use, what do you call it, Gen AI, to see if we can build our own ATS, the one that is custom to us as an organization. Okay, the one that is custom to us as an organization. So let's see if we can do that with Gen AI. So for those of us that are in Gen AI class, which tool would be the best for us to try this? Which of the Gen AI tool will be the best? Which of the Gen AI tool will be the best to create an ATS? Which of the tools will be the best for our Gen AI professionals? Which tool should we use to create this? I trust you can hear me loud and clear. Please kindly confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. Just type 1 in the chat room. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type 1 in the chat room. If you can hear me loud and clear, please type 1 in the chat room. If you can hear me loud and clear, please type 1 in the chat room. All right. Thank you so much. So for our Gen AI, okay, so somebody suggested we use DeepSeek. Mr. Kinsonia suggested we use DeepSeek. Okay. Do we have any other suggestion that we can try out? Somebody suggesting DeepSeek. Seek deep. Okay, so let's ChatGPT. Oh, I'm so glad to have Mr. Donuja in class today. Mr. Donuja, I'm so happy to have you in class today. You are highly, highly welcome. I trust you're doing great this morning. Okay, hope Mrs. Adonoja is in class also. So somebody suggested, Amanda suggested Gemini. Okay, so we are going to use any of ChatGPT or DeepSeek. Okay, so we are not web developers, so we just want to build a web app using ChatGPT using Gen AI for this purpose. Okay, we are going to use GenAI for this purpose to build an ATS. Okay, so let's get to this. So I'm going to use two tools, and you can use the ones most preferred by you, but for the purpose of what we're doing, it will be preferable to use either ChatGPT or DeepSeek or both. Okay, ChatGPT, DeepSeek or both. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to be using the two. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to find out what are the, I'm going to ask GPT to create to make a comprehensive composition or create a comprehensive list of what should be contained in an ATS. Okay, in an ATS. So we're going to do it two ways, a back end and a front end. Okay, a back end and a front end. So, but I'm going to do one that is simple. So let's just do front end. Okay, because doing front end and back end simply means we have to start looking for how to integrate the two together so that they can work. But let's do one. Let's just do one that is that has just the front end. Anybody just like the one we have on like the one we have on LinkedIn. Okay. Okay, so let's go to ChatGPT once again, everyone. Let's get to ChatGPT. So this is ChatGPT. I'm opening a new chat. Yes, Ali Taiwo Ade Yusuf. Do you have a question, sir? If you have a question, just type 22 in the chat room so that I can unmute you. Mr. Ali Taiwo, do you have a question? If yes, just type 22 in the chat room and I will unmute you so that you can give us a voice. Do you have a question, sir? Just type 22 in the chat room. Mr. Ali Yusuf, could that be that you mistakenly raised your hand? All right, so I suppose you mistakenly raised your hand. Thank you, sir. Okay. So let's quickly look at how we can build an ATS using the GenAI tool. So I said I'm going to use two tools. One is DeepSeek and the other one is ChatGPT. I'm going to use ChatGPT to help me create a framework. Okay, and then I'm going to use DeepSeek to run the code. Okay, so ChatGPT, so I create a framework for an ATS, for an applicant tracking system, for an applicant tracking system. So let's see what it will give us as what should be the framework. I hope we're together. I hope we're together. Okay, so I'm going to prompt that and see what it will give me. Whatever actually gives me here, if I'm okay with that, then I'm going to ask DeepSeek to run that for me. So from what ChatGPT is giving me, it's a comprehensive, is it comprehensive? A comprehensive framework outlining the modules, workflows, features, data structures, and governance needed to design and build a modern ATS. Okay, so there should be purpose, there should be core objectives. Now the core modules, this is where I'm looking at the features. There should be job requisition and approval module. That means there is a place where we need to post jobs, that or perhaps request for jobs, and then we have for job postings and distribution mode for publicity, then candidate portal and application management, candidate sourcing module, screening and shortlisting module, testing and assessment module, interview management module, and hiring decision and offer management, onboarding module, supporting modules like communication and notifications, reporting and analytics, okay, reports, setting, okay. Then the workflow architecture, standard recruitment workflow, hiring manager requisition. Okay, so these are just workflows, okay. So it has given us the basic things that we need. So what I needed to do now is I'm going to ask you to write a code to develop an ATS portal using DeepSeek. Okay, so write a prompt for DeepSeek AI to generate a code, the web code for applicant tracking system, portal, web portal. Okay, so if I ask you to create this prompt based on all of what it has written, which I think is good for what I want to do, so it's going to craft a prompt for me. Okay, so it's going to be adding many things. It's a prompt for DeepSeek to generate an ATS. You are an expert full stack developer specializing in enterprise HR system. Build a complete production-ready applicant tracking system web portal. Follow all instructions strictly. Instruction number 1, project overview. Build a fully functional ATS consisting of public career portal for applicants, admin and recruiter dashboard, API backend, database schema, and migrations. Now, we are not web developers, but we can end up building all of these things using AI. But this will mean that everything you could be doing from here, the ChatGPT will guide you, because all of this will function as modules and will require integration. And this integration is where your API backend comes in. Now, there are different systems you could use. You could use your Google Firebase for your integrations, and you could use Namecheap, any other one you want to use. But for this purpose, we are not doing any back end, more of the back end. You just do a front end and see what it looks like. Okay, and then the technology stack is giving it all of what it needs. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this exactly the way it is. It's a complex prompt. So I'm going to start from here, generate this, and I'm going to get to the last with the final instructions. Okay. Now, if you look, there are other things it can help you also do. Apart from generating the web portal, it can also help you generate the mobile ATS, which you can use on your mobile phone, like a mobile app. It can also prompt to generate the API tests using Postman or Jest. These are programming languages. Okay, so let's go to DeepSeek now. Before I go to DeepSeek, do you understand what I'm doing? The class is dropping. I hope somebody is not getting bored. You're not getting bored in the class. Okay, so after this, we are going to go back to learn something else, and then we'll come back to the practicals. Okay. And we're also going to build some very simple ones. The ones you can use your Excel to do. Okay, you use on your Google Cloud and all of that. You can do those ones simply. Okay, so that will help. Okay. Okay, so maybe I started from the big ones. I should have started from the small ones. All right. So do I have any question? Do I have any question? Okay, yes, you can use any tool. You can use Copilot also. All right, so let me proceed to DeepSeek. So here I open up my DeepSeek, and I'm going to paste those entire prompts that I copied from ChatGPT, and I'm going to run it. So it's going to take a little time to run. Okay, it's going to write all the codes, and when we are done, we download it, and then we run it and see how it looks like. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to paste this code. I'm going to paste the code in the chat room if you can enter. So anybody can copy exactly the same code and run the code. So I think the code is here. So this is the code. So you can copy the code, open your open your DeepSeek, open your Gemini, open your Copilot, anyone you want to run this, you can open and run this. I'm also going to paste it on the prompt to develop an ATS using AI. So I'm going to put this also in the WhatsApp group, so you can feel free to copy it and paste. So it's running. For those of us on YouTube, I'm also going to paste it on the YouTube platform. Please, if you're on YouTube, make sure you like the video. Make sure you you subscribe to the video. Oh, so I won't be able to post on YouTube because it is bigger. It's bigger than YouTube. The length is bigger than YouTube. So maybe I will paste it. But most of us here are on YouTube. I believe we are on the WhatsApp groups. So let's pick it from the WhatsApp group and then run. So you see, it's taking time to run, but in the moment it will be done, then we'll run it and see what it will look like. Okay. All right. While it is running, do I have a question? Please feel free to ask me your question. This is why we are saying that in the near future, all of us are going to be GenAI proficient. The way all of us are, what do you call it? All of us are, what do you call it now? We are Microsoft proficient. We are PowerPoint proficient. Remember, there was a time we weren't Internet proficient. We weren't Microsoft proficient, but now, whether we like it or yes, we have to be proficient. All right. So the same thing applies now. We must be GenAI proficient. Okay, irrespective of your level, from directors, in fact, from the president down to the least staff, all of us need to be proficient. Okay, so let's wait for it to finish running. Okay, has it finished running? Okay, so it has finished running. Okay, so this is a full stack. If you look at what we wrote there, it says it's a full stack ATS web portal code. Okay, so we have the first code, download and run. We have the front end. This is the tailwind configuration for JSON. And by the time we get done, it should be able to tell us how to put all of this in one piece. Okay. So let's get down. It broke down the codes separately based on what ChatGPT instructed it to do. Okay, so this is the part of the front end. Due to the length, I will continue with the remaining pages and components in the next response. Let me know when you are ready for the back end code and database schema. Okay, so I'm just going to ask it to impute all codes in one piece, so I don't have to be breaking my head trying to gather them in their PCs. Okay, so let's allow it to run in a bit. So while it's running, it will give us something more like a front end information. And then after this, we will go on a short break. When we return, we might not have 1 hour full break today. We might just have 30 minutes break so that we can be able to cover. Okay, so after this, we'll take some announcements, and then we'll just go on a 30 minutes break. When we reconvene, we'll take some, maybe two or three classes, then we go back to the practicals and get it done. But by the time we are done from here, you'll be able to have at least, or you should be able to build a system, at least a simple HR system you can use in your organization, even if it's payroll management system, or what do you call the other one? Okay, so now it is done with the first one. So I'm just going to download the complete project structure. So I'll click on download. And this download is, I'm just going to open it. And then it didn't, I'm going to save the file as a HTML file. Okay, I'm going to save the file as ATS project framework. .html. This might look a bit complex, but it is actually simple. Okay, it might look a bit complex. So based on what I've downloaded, let me try to run it and see what it will look like. Okay, let me try to run it and see what it will look like. Okay. So we've not been able to get all of that. Let me get to it. So the structure did not cover. The structure did not give us. The structure is just a structure. It didn't give us any interface. So let me see which one. Okay, let me download this and see. This is the schema, or this is the function for. Okay. So more of what it's doing for us is the back end. And we need the front end. We need the front end. Authentication system. Back end, back end, back end. Job management back end. So more of what I've been doing is back end. It's still writing. So when it finishes, we'll find where the front end is. The front end is the one we want to copy and see what it will look like by the time it is done. Okay, but all of the code is writing is left for us to follow the instruction that it will give us. So here it's giving us instruction, set up instruction, how to set all these things up, and they say giving us features and all of that. The tools it has used. Then installation, clone the repository. So you get to GitHub this ATS portal. Okay. Okay. So it's giving us instruction, and the IT people that are good with this will understand more of what it is showing. And if we're able to do all of what it has said us to do, because this one now it looks like it's a big is a big, it built the complete code for everything. But let me just ask for the front end. Front end. Let me just ask for the front end. Okay. Front end HTML. Front end HTML. So with what we are doing here, you can build something simple for your organization that you can use for internal purposes. Internal purposes. So let it build this front end for us, and then from there we can run it and see what it will show. Okay, we'll run it and see what it will show. Okay. So let's give it a moment. Let's just give it a moment. By 12, between now and 12:30, we should be done with this, and then we'll go on break and return around in the next 30 minutes. Anytime we stop, we'll come back in 30 minutes. Okay. All right. Please let's bear with the tool as it's running. When it's done running, we'll just download and then we'll run it from our local device and see what it looks like. Now, if you were to, even if you were to be a computer programmer, you have to write this code by yourself. Some people, it will take them the whole year before they will write this code. Okay, these codes that are running now in front of your system, it will take somebody months and if not years to be able to run this or to be able to generate this. Okay, some MDAs, if they are building this kind of thing, they will give themselves maybe 5 years projection and say in the next 5 years we should be able to have this. Okay, we should be able to have this. So now with the AI is something we are now doing in the shortest time, just a minute. Okay, just a minute. Let's just give it a little time to complete its coding. While it is doing the coding, if you have a question, please, you can ask me. Okay, Mr. Kisa said, did you copy only from the second request? No. I copied, I copied from the point it says generate applicant track. It's from the beginning. And of course, you can also do your own prompting because this prompting we are doing now is complex. It's a complex prompt that we give to it. So that's why it's taking time. But we can break it down. If we were to do this in real time, we'll break it down and be feeding it gradually. Just the way ChatGPT said we need to do this first, do this second, do this third. And exactly the same way in the way it broke it down, you see that it broke down everything one after the other, but we are not IT persons, so we might not know exactly how to begin to join them together. Okay, so we want you to join it together for us. Okay, we want you to join all these things together for us. Okay, and that's what I'm expecting now. When he finishes joining them together, we will copy them. We'll just copy or we download and run it as a HTML local file on my system. And whenever the code is ready, I'm also going to save the code on. I'm going to save the code on Notepad, and I will share with you. Then you convert to HTML and run from your end, and all of us will have the same format. But the only thing the only challenge we might have is, since we are not IT experts, we might now need the activities of IT experts to say, okay, we want to link this one to this one, want to link that one to that one, want to link this one to this one. They will be able to help us link all the codes and all the functions and then make it much more better. Okay, so no matter what we do in the Gen AI, we still need human supervision. Okay. All right. So while it's running, do I have any question? All right. So I think I will take this time to just pass a bit of announcement and wait for it to, hopefully before the announcement is over, it would have finished running. Then we look at, okay, it seems as though it is done running. So it is done. Okay, so it is done. So let me, if I run it right from the page there, it will show us what it will look like. So this is what our ATS will look like. Okay, so it named the ATS Career Flow ATS, but I will show us also how we can rename it accordingly. Okay, so here we have a dashboard, import, export, new job postings. So you can post new jobs just the way we have it on LinkedIn, and people can apply. You have application status based on the people that have applied, time to hire, recent job postings. Okay, so this is what it has done. So if we want more information, which I think we will have, now I didn't see where, okay, let's go to the new job title, department, location, job description, required skills. Okay, so there is required skills. If there are other things we want to add, maybe skills, education, and all of that, we can add all of that. Okay, so let me customize this to environmental health, Council of Nigeria. So it is on the back end, we'll have ratings and all of that, not on the front end. And I'm going to ask it to enhance the UI UX. So the UI UX is what we call the user interface, what we are seeing here. So I'm going to run this again. So let it run and give us something that will be much more preferable. Okay, but from here we can see that you can post a new job, okay, and you can have your analytics. It presented analytics, possibilities of analytics, and then jobs posted, completed, and all of that. You have all of that here. Okay. Appreciate everyone. It has been an awesome learning. Are you enjoying the practical session at all? Okay. Are you getting anything from the practical session? So let me see in the chat room, from a scale of 25 to 100, let me see your rate of appreciation for the practical session or comprehension. Okay, let's use comprehension. 25, 50, 75, 100. So let's start our rating. How will you rate this practical session? So I have 25, 50, 75, and 100. So let's go. So I have 25, we have 75. Let's go on, we have 50. About 75. I want to see our appreciation to this. It will also help us to know Hawa is lying down now. Hawa is lying down in class. Hawa Sogiji. Hawa is lying down. I hope this class is not tiring you. Okay. Okay. Hawa, don't worry. In a moment, we'll be done. And we'll allow you to rest very well. Okay. All right. Okay, so while we wait for the code to finish running, let me quickly run through this announcement. One more time, we appreciate you for coming. Please remember that this course is 100% free for attendance. And the purpose of this course is to build institutional capacity, majorly for the MDAs and for organizations that are joining us in this program. The purpose is to provide high-impact free executive and professional certificate programs to the public sector and to the private sector among them to also foster digital transformation, strategic leadership, and administrative excellence. So if you look at almost everything we've been doing, we have a 50-50 balance. So no matter what we try to talk about in the theory, we also try to show you the digital part of it so that you will be equipped both knowledge-wise and practically. So I will encourage us, please don't get wind of anything you don't understand now. With practice, I'm sure you will understand it. But the most important information is that we'll be able to sow a seed in you that will get you to start learning more. And if you need us to come to your MDA, to your organization to provide this training, why not? You can always reach out to us so that we can have a face-to-face interaction and then maybe do it hands-on, and we can answer all the questions from within your facility. So you can call us any day, anytime, and let us know so that we can come to your facility to provide more support. Okay. And also, one of the purposes of this training is to support the federal government's reform agenda and promote a world-class service. We've been running, we're on the series of 3 programs. So we've done the digital transformation and AI, and now we're on HR and admin. And next week will be on strategic leadership and innovation management. And we encourage all the people that have been nominated and all the people that have registered from the private sector to also be on ground. All programs are highly packed. Okay, it's important to note that yes, the program is 100% free for attendance. However, certification is only available upon request and at just discounted fees. So I'm just going to go through in the learning content of what we have been learning. We have to learn introduction to HR, strategic HR planning and organizational design, recruitment, selection and talent management, performance management system, training, learning and development, compensation and benefits, employee relations, labor laws and ethics, HR metrics, analytics, and digital transformation as regards to organization. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we come back, okay, so we are on 8, that's digital transformation. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. We are currently running some practicals, which is on the HR metrics, analytics, and digital transformation. Okay. The final thing we will be doing when we come back will be on training and development. We might not deal with compensation and benefits in this class, but as many things as we can, we'll be able to deal with them. So anyone we don't deal with now, we'll deal with them in the next classes. And this class is programmed to help you have a strategic mastery of HR and then provide you with the opportunity of professional certification and recognition, among other things, building leadership and people management excellence skills, practical industry relevant skills, career growth and advancement, networking, and mentorship opportunities. Now, from the Office of the Head of Civil Service, it has been made mandatory that every HR and admin officer need to professionalize. And it's on that role that we are providing this partnership support to the head of service and to the entire MDAs all over Nigeria to make sure that that agenda gets to reality. And from the head of service, he said there has never been a more critical time for HR professionals to be formally certified. The national reform agenda of the head of service elevates HRM from a generalist administrative role into a recognized profession. Without certification, you risk being left behind. With certifications, you gain strategic credibility, improved career prospects, and alignment with national priorities. So by participating in this professional certification in HR management and administration, you position yourself at the forefront of this transformation, turning an organizational necessity into your personal value proposition. For the purpose of what we're doing, we have not put a charge. This course, if you were to come to do this course, the list of what you will pay is 275,000 for the course and 25,000 for, sorry, 295,000 for the course and 25,000 for your admission. That's with discounts. If you were to pay for full, that's 405,000 plus 25,000 admission. That's 430,000. But we are not counting on all of those. We are asking that if you are interested in the certificate, of which we encourage you to, for the certificate, members of IIPM and also those from the MDAs, you are permitted to pay 50,000, and then for the non-members is 65,000. Okay, for the non-members it is 65,000, and we'll also encourage you, for those of us from the MDAs, we encourage you to pay in group. Okay, we encourage you to pay in group. All right. Then the account details are shown on the screen. You can screenshot and use for your own self. Now we also have the opportunity of becoming a member of IIPM. You have the opportunity of becoming a member of IIPM. There is a difference between becoming certified and being a member. Membership gives you credence. Membership gives you the strong. It gives your certificate the ability to be recognized strongly. Okay, so just like somebody asked during the generative AI class, he said, does it mean without membership your certificate is invalid? No. An example I normally give is, in the professional field we have 8 in stages. For example, somebody wants to become a lawyer, but he has to first of all go to the university and obtain an LLB. That LLB does not make him or her a lawyer. The person moves from LLB, goes to law school, and then writes his professional certificates and and pass out from the law school. Still, that does not make him a lawyer until he goes to the Supreme Court. Sorry, first of all, he will have to go to Nigerian Bars Association and register as a member of the Nigerian Bars Association, and also go to the Supreme Court to be called to bar. At that point, we now say the person is a lawyer. Does it mean his LLB was a waste? No. Does it mean his law school was a waste? No. Does it mean he's becoming a member of Nigerian Bars Association is a waste? No. But it is just the phases of the professionalization. So after you're done with your certification, you are encouraged to also become a member, because that gives you the boost you need. All right. Now, what does it mean to become a member? Joining the Integrated Institute of Professional Management provides numerous advantages to enhance your professional growth and career development, from exclusive discounts to professional network to professional recognitions to learning resources and the likes. And we have a whole number of organizations that have joined us in the past and are still currently members of the institute. The slide can't accommodate us putting everything, but we have membership from over 250 organizations around the world, and we have members from over 21 countries around the world. Okay, with US, UK, Canada, China included. Of course, Nigeria, Ghana are the role carriers. Now, we have 3 levels of membership. We have the associate member, full member, and fellow. And we are going to be having our induction, conference and induction from December 2nd to 4th. So you are welcome to join us in this induction, which is going to be 2 days online, second and third, for the Agile workshop or the Agile certification workshop. And then the last day, which is the fourth, will be a physical event. Those that will not be able to make it to Abuja will join us online. Okay. For the associate membership, your minimum requirement is a degree, a first degree or HND, with a minimum of 1 to 5 years working experience, post NYS working experience. The full member is first degree or HND with 16 to 14 years post NYC working experience. Fellow is minimum of the first degree or HND with at least 15 years post NYSC. And the fees for membership, if you want to become a member, which we recommend that you fully do, for associate is 150,000, for full member is 200,000, and for fellow is 300,000. However, there are many benefits you get by becoming a member in this particular diet. If you're becoming an associate, you have immediate values as you'll be attending the conference for free. So instead of paying an extra 50,000 for conference, you'll be attending it for free. Then you have access to an extra certification in Agile management. And then you have a welcome kit. And then you can access our learning resources and access also to mentorship and other things. Now, for the full member, you have access to the conference for free, and you have access to the professional certificate in Agile management, and then you have your premium package. You have exclusive access to our leadership development course. So for all the people that are going for full membership and fellows, you are welcome to join us next week for another ride on strategic leadership and innovation management. Please, those that are going for associate, the executive leadership is not for you for now. Okay. And then you also have access to over 975,000 in worth of learning resources and continuous learning programs. Then for the fellow, you have access to everything plus access to personal branding and over 1.5 million in free learning, in executive coaching, mentorship, and others. And there are the package for fellows is quite different from that of members. However, if you're going to be making your payment on or before November 30th, you stand the chance of getting a 10,000 naira discount. We noticed that some people have already started making use of the discount, so congratulations to them. The conference is going to be holding in Abuja, the conference and induction, with an option for online joining. Okay, and the conference fee is 40,000 and 50,000. However, if you're paying for the membership, you don't need to bother for conference fee again. If you just want to attend the conference, you don't really want to be a member, you just want to attend the conference, then you pay for 50,000. If you're a member and you need to be in the conference, you pay 40,000. Note, new members are not paying for conference. All the people that are going for the certifications in this course, especially the MDAs, will give you access to join the conference. But please note that is not induction. It doesn't give you access to membership, right? So if you want to become a member and then get other membership packages, so that we don't come that day and say, why is that person having bag and I'm not having bag? Why is that person having lapel? I'm not having lapel. Why is the person having muffler? I'm not having muffler. Why is the person having a plaque? I'm not having plaque. Why is the person having this and that? So we need to know the differences right now. Okay. So if you're going to be paying on or before November 30th, for associate, you can pay 140. For full members, you pay 190. But fellows, there is no discount for fellows, because fellows are supposed to be 750, but it has been discounted to 300,000 already. Okay, so there is no further discount on fellows, and the payment fee still remain as you can see on the screen. Thank you so much for your acquaintance. So let's go back and see if we're done with our running, with what has been running. Okay, and if you have a question, okay, so I have a question here. Are non-members allowed to attend the conference on site? Yes, if you pay for any certificate, you are welcome to join us on site. But please note there are benefits that will be for members that will not be available to non-members. But you will get to your certifications will be issued on the day of conference. On December 4th, all your professional certifications will be issued on that day. So you come, you celebrate, you engage in the lectures, and then you also have access to your professional certificates that you've been running. Okay, what are the discount on membership payment for MDAs? So the discount for full member, for associate is 150,000. If you're going to be paying on or before November 30th, is 140,000. The full member is 200,000. If you're going to be paying on or before 30th of November, is 190,000. Okay, then fellows remain 300,000. Okay, all right. Okay, so quickly, let me see what our GenAI has done so that we have done 12:30 already. God have mercy. Yes, for clarity's sake, second and third is online. Fourth is on site with option of people who are not going to be physically available in Abuja to join us online. The venue will be communicated accordingly. Okay, the venue will be communicated accordingly. All right. Okay. We are just going to take one more announcement. I just answered your question. You said the discount for MDAs. I said the announcement membership for MDAs and non-MDAs alike. If you're paying for associate is 150,000. If you're paying on or before, if you're paying on or before 30th of November is 140,000. If you're paying for full member is 200,000. If you're paying on or before what do you call it, on or before 30th of November, you pay 190,000. Then for fellow is 200,000. Princess MD, do you get the gist of the conversation? All right, I believe. All right, thank you so much. All right, so in a moment, please permit us in the next 7 minutes, there is this other announcement that will run, and then we'll be out of this place. We have some partners who will want to share some of their products with you. In case you are interested, you can as well liaise with them. Okay, so we have okay, I'm going to give them the opportunity just for 7 minutes, just 7 minutes, because we have exactly 7 minutes, just 7 minutes. If they go beyond 7 minutes, we'll cut them off. We have Mr. Sunday Azubike. I believe Mr. Sunday can hear me. Mr. Sunday, if you can hear me, please unmute and say hi. If you can hear me, please unmute and say hi. Okay, so you need to unmute your device so that we can hear you. Okay, so I can see you're speaking, but we are not hearing you. So check in front of your phone. You will see where you will see a microphone icon. Just click on it and unmute it, as though you are unmuting a WhatsApp call. Mr. Sunday, are you there? Okay, so Mr. Sunday, your microphone is muted. We can't hear you. You need to unmute your microphone. Unfortunately, I can't do that from here. Mr. Sunday, please kindly unmute your microphone.
Okay, I've done that now. Can you hear me,
All
sir?
right, great. So yes, you're welcome. So
Good
we are going to
afternoon.
give you good afternoon. So you're welcome to the Integrated Institute of Professional Management. And
Right.
this is a training on human resource management for MDAs in Nigeria. And they are these are from different, we have over 15 MDAs represented here. And the organization has requested for a privilege to share what you have based on your offerings. So we are going to give you just 5 minutes,
All right,
so
sir.
that you can run through what you have. And if there's anybody
Okay.
interested, we'll be able to get their contacts and pass them across to you. So the time starts now. Welcome.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sirs and ma'am on the platform. Like Coordinator have said, my name is Sunday Azubike. I work with Adron Homes and Properties, and by the grace of God, I'm a manager in Gariki office, Abuja. So Adron Homes is a real estate company that operates within Nigeria and beyond. For now, we just have one estate in Niger Republic. So, but in Abuja, we have several locations, ranging from Shimawa, Ikorodu, Shegamo, Ata, Abeokuta, Ibadan, Bejuleki, Badagry, Abuja, Nasarawa, Osogbo, and Niger, also in Jos. And lately or recently, we just got a new one in Mina and so many other locations. According to the World Bank and National Bureau of Statistics, the housing deficit in Nigeria is currently estimated at over 18 million housing units, with Lagos and Abuja accounting for around 15% and 10% respectively of the total deficit. In Abuja, several completed buildings across the state remain vacant due to the low purchasing power of the available consumers. Based on industry sources, the ratio of mortgage loan to total GDP remains extremely low at 0.5%, compared with 80% in the UK and 31% in South Africa. And then most Nigerians work 10 to 20 years without being able to own a house to themselves. So that's part of why Adron came up with a vision, which is to be the leading Pan-African real estate company that will provide the highest number of decent, accessible, comfortable, and affordable housing while achieving global housing standards. Our role to achieve this is a basic role at Adron Homes and Properties Limited is to secure suitable homes, houses for everyone, irrespective of your social class, your social strata, your income, and every other thing. So how do we achieve that? We do it by running what we call a flexible payment plan. Payment plan that is very, very flexible. And you know, flexibility is very crucial role in the overall customer experience. But they can sometimes be on outright, depending on your financial capacity. So, but however, investing is a flexible, customer-focused bill payment experience can actually help you to acquire your land without much stress. We also do what we call micropayment scheme. The micropayment scheme is a financial transaction involving a very small sum of money, where you can be paying small over time. Now we have estates in Abuja, Nasarawa, Jos, and Niger, like I said, within the north. A typical example is one we call the Manhattan Park and Gardens, Pierre River, and Lake Estate. The picture you are seeing is what is on ground. That picture is not a 3D. It's not a 3D picture, it's what is on ground. The estate is running with over 50 clients or subscribers living there right now. Then the second one is Manhattan Park and Gardens, phase 2, Northeast Gate. They are all on the same route in Abuja suburb. In fact, they are almost opposite each other. So the pictures you are seeing is also what is going on there. The second phase 2 of the Manhattan is still under construction, almost 60% ready. Then we have another one in New York Park and Gardens, Kefi, in Nasarawa State. It's also under construction and it's almost 80% ready for allocation and possible building. You know, some people that wants to build. Then these are the pictures showing the ongoing development. We have in Abuja, but the good news is that Central Park and Gardens Polo Club Estate Kuje has gotten an extension currently. The extension is just beside the first, the phase 1. So right now we still have something in Kuje. The first phase 1 has been sold out, but phase 1 extension is on. And then we have another one called Central Park and Gardens phase 2 in Giri, very close to you in Abuja. You can see the landmarks there. They are very close to in Abuja. And then these are the coastal fencing. Work is ongoing. Allocation are actually started. The canals have been built. Most of the pictures are not very recent. This is the map of the estate. You can see it from there. Then we have another one, All Emirates Park and Gardens in Suleja, the Paradise. It's opposite Watermila University along Kaduna Expressway. It's just by the road there. And one good thing about our estate, all of them are just by the road. You don't need to enter any bush to enter them. It's just from the start, you veer into the estate, straight down to your house. Then we have another one in Wagolada. Okay, let me quickly talk on the Jos estate. We have about 3 estates currently running in Jos. Snowfall, Park and Gardens, phase 1, and phase 1 extension. And then upcoming ones are there, also in Jos. Then other estate locations around the nation, like I mentioned earlier, can be found here. Their locations, they can be found here, and the name they go by. Because in agro-homes, you have this culture of giving our estate a peculiar name across board. So that is it. There are new packages and promos running currently. We have what we call a Lemon Friday Plus promo. That is actually for the forthcoming Christmas, but the promo have already started, and so many people are keying into that package. In that package, you have 24 months payment plan. We also have 12 months payment plan for that very particular promo. We also have another promo of products rather that is running we call Vico Plus, where we have smaller plus sizes selling at a very reduced price with a very long payment duration of over 100 months. So we have New York Park and Gardens. This is the Vico product I just talked about right now. We actually made it for low income earners and then every other artisan on the streets that is interested in buying into an estate land. That is on Vidco. So the Ilea promo, this one has been done before now. So the promo is no longer on. It's no longer on for now. For now.
Okay,
All
Mr.
right. So
Azubike, thank you so much. We've actually extended from 5 minutes. We're giving you 10 minutes. Thank you so much
thank you,
for
sir.
coming by. We really appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
And I'm sure
Thank you,
for
sir.
as many that will be interested in securing the land, either in Abuja or also the Abuja, they will get to meet
All right.
through to your organization.
All right.
And
Except if anyone is having 1 or 2 questions.
Okay. For the sake of our time, we really want to run, but I don't know. Do anybody have any question for him? Does anybody have any question for him? Okay, so
Any
it seems there is no
clarification?
question for now.
Okay, there's
Maybe
no
by the
question for
time they
now.
sit and digest it, they will be back. Yes, there's no
All
question
right.
for now. All right, thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your coming.
Okay.
Yes, somebody's asking that we should deliver the phone numbers. Yes, for as many
Okay.
that are interested in for as many that are interested,
Okay.
you can reach to us and then we will get through to them. Okay,
All right.
you
All
can
right.
reach
Sir,
to us.
sir, before I go, I would like to say this one thing. There is a special package we have for all partners on this platform, and that package you can actually get 50% discount to pay for a period of 12 months instead of an outright purchase. So it's actually a good deal we negotiated for this for the partners. So you also let the partners
Sorry,
know that.
Can you say that again? Can you say that again? I didn't get what you said.
Okay, so I'm saying that there is a special offer or package you have partners on this platform that we can actually give them 50% discount to pay for a period of 12 months. That is 1 year instead of their normal outright purchase. That usually comes with 50%. That is to say, we are giving them the land at half price of the actual price to pay for a period of 1 year instead of outright buy. You understand me, sir?
Okay.
Yeah, so we give them a longer period of time, give them up to 50% discount as well.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think what we may have to do is for those people that will be interested, maybe we'll have another conversation and then you can come back and give them much more information about this. So if we get anyone interested, we'll pass them over to you.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone. We have to go on break by 12:30, but we've extended it to 12:48 because of the evident announcement. But on this note, we'd like to say thank you. So we'll come back. This is 12:48. So we're going to have a 40 minutes break or 42 minutes break. So we'll be returning back by 1:30 on the dot. So see you by 1:30. God bless you. Bye-bye.